Hello friends, welcome again in online sessions of oil, hydraulic and pneumatic. Myself Praveen Janjala from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, we will discuss about the hydraulic and pneumatic symbols as per the ISO and ANSI. So in today's session, we will discuss about what is different hydraulic and pneumatic symbols. In previous lecture, we have also discussed about the symbols of compressor, pump, direction control valve, actuation methods of direction control valve. So in today's lecture, we will also discuss about the symbols of hydraulic and pneumatic system. First symbol is about non-return valve. Function of non-return valve is to allow the hydraulic fluid only for in one direction. So it's also called a check valve. Symbols of check valve is simply draw the triangle and then after draw the circle for single directions of flow. In this symbol, it is representations of only for flow can be possible from this side to this side. But return flow is not possible due to the mechanism of non-return valve. Second is also used for the spring loaded check valve. Spring utilization for only for in one direction. This is the animations of check valve. Only for fluid can be possible in one direction. But in second direction, due to the spring and the ball, it will be not allowed the fluid in second direction. Second symbol is shuttle valve or OR valve. It's called OR logic circuits. It is also used in pneumatic system for automations and industrial circuit. So this is the diagram of OR valve and this is the symbols of OR valve or shuttle valve. The mechanism of OR valve is only for allowed the fluid in two input and one output. X and Y is equal to two input and A is equal to output. If we supply the hydraulic or pneumatic fluid from X side, so output will be created. If we supply the fluid from Y input, so output will be created. And if we supply the fluid from both sides, so output will be created. So this is the OR logic circuit or OR logic valve. It is used for pneumatic circuit. Next is AND valve or AND logic valve. Mechanism of AND logic valve is only for allowed the fluid from both sides and it is also used for safety circuit in hydraulic and pneumatic system or pneumatic automation. This is the symbols of AND valve. If we taking one example, this is the animations of AND valve mechanism. This is the input port, this is the 3x2 direction control valve. If we supply the hydraulic fluid only for in one side, so there will be no output. If we supply the second side input only, so there will be no output. If we supply the input from both sides, so output will be created. So it is used for the two-hand operation or reduce the accident in hydraulic and pneumatic circuit. Next is quick exhaust valve. It is used in pneumatic system. Mechanism of quick exhaust valve is this is the connected will be power source as like the compressor. So fluid will be passed to the power source to the cylinder. But during the retraction stroke, fluid will be directly exhaust to the atmosphere. So it is used in pneumatic system for exhaust to the atmosphere. And this is the symbols of quick exhaust valve. Next, hydraulic and pneumatic symbols for pressure control valve. First of all, we know about what is pressure control valve. Pressure control valve, it is one type of safety valve or used for the protections of hydraulic and pneumatic circuit. First pressure control valve is pressure relief valve. It is also called a safety valve. If the pressure of hydraulic circuit increase our preset value, so valve will be operated and fluid will be goes to the reservoir. Here the symbols of pressure relief valve. This is the spring and cross arrow means it is variable displacement type pressure control valve. If the preset value will be increased, so one will be connected to pump, so the spool will be shifted and it will be connected to two, and fluid will be goes to the reservoir. So it is spool operated type pressure control valve and used for the safety purpose of hydraulic system. This is the working animations of pressure relief valve. Bottom will be connected to the pump and this will be connected to the reservoir. If the design pressure increase our preset value, so valve will be shifted and fluid will be passed from pump to the reservoir and it will be goes to the reservoir. So our system will be remain in safe condition. This is also pilot operated pressure relief valve. Next symbol is pressure reducing valve. It is used for the continuously maintain the reduced pressure for particular system. If we are designing complicated hydraulic and pneumatic circuit for automation, so we have to utilize for different component at a different pressure and different component at a different flow rate. So that's time we have to utilizations of pressure reducing valve. If the outlet pressure will be increased, so it will be automatically shifted the spool and pressure will be maintained. So particular requirement we have to set the different pressure by utilizations of this valve, and we can set the pressure according to our requirement. If the design pressure will be increased, so it will be automatically shift the spool and fluid will be goes to the reservoir and maintain the reduced pressure for particular location. Next one is unloading valve. Function of unloading valve is to protect our system, or it is also called a power saving system. If our system is for steady position for particular location or for particular time, so that's time what's happen, pump will be continuously supply the fluid to the system, and due to the continuously increase the pressure, temperature of fluid will be increased, so it will be damage our component or increase our power consumption. So that's time unloading valve will be operated and fluid will be goes from pump to the reservoir directly. So it is used for the power saving mode. Next pressure control valve is counterbalance valve. It is also used for continuously maintain of vertical cylinder. Let's take one example. This cylinder, during the downward stroke, cylinder will be easily in downward position, and during the extraction, fluid will be passed from bottom to the top. So a cylinder will be comes into top position. But whenever what's happened during the down position, due to the weight of load, the speed of cylinder will be increased. So our precise operation, so cylinder speed will be maintained according to our requirement. As like also used in hydraulic crane. For our unloading position, its speed will be maintained according to our requirement. So that's time counterbalance valve used. Next is flow control valve. Basically two types of flow control, fixed restriction and variable flow control valve. In fixed flow control valve, there will be no cross arrow, while in variable displacement type flow control valve, draw the simple cross arrow. And second one is flow control valve with one-way adjustment. If we allow the hydraulic fluid into particular direction and not in reverse direction, it is used for designs of hydraulic and pneumatic industrial circuit. This is the diagram of flow control valve. We can also change by utilizations of automation or by utilizations of mechanical or manual method. By changing cross section area, we can change the flow rate of hydraulic fluid. Next is hydraulic cylinder. Here the final our output will be hydraulic cylinder, and well-known examples of hydraulic cylinder is as like the JCB. There are the many types of hydraulic cylinder used as like the single acting, double rod, telescopic cylinder as per the requirement. So first examples of single acting cylinder means operations of only in one direction. compressed air will be supplied to the first side, so cylinder will be extraction, and due to the spring motion, it will be retraction. So utilizations of single acting cylinder according to requirement. And second symbols of hydraulic cylinder is single acting with spring return type. Here the utilizations of spring for automatically in steady position or original position. Next one is double acting cylinder, means operations in both side of piston. Fluid will be passed from this side, so piston will be extraction, and during the same opposite flow, piston will be retraction. So this is the double acting cylinder. Next diagram is double acting double rod type, in which the double rod is utilization, means both motion is utilization from front side and rear side of cylinder, and according to requirement this used for the automations in hydraulic and pneumatic system. Next cylinder is telescopic cylinder. If the two or more than two cylinder is insert, so it's called telescopic cylinder. By applying the force, it will be extraction first cylinder, then after the second cylinder, and then after the third cylinder. So it's called telescopic cylinder. And well-known examples of telescopic cylinder in truck or in tractor trailer for loading and unloading purpose. Next symbols of hydraulic cylinder is pressure intensifier. Same is its work on Brahma's press principle, or by changing the cross section area of different piston, we can also achieve the intensifier purpose, or we can also intensify the pressure by utilizations of small force. So this is the symbols of hydraulic cylinders of pressure intensifier. Now we will be discuss about the hydraulic fluid properties, because in hydraulic system use as a oil for hydraulic fluid, and we have to require the different property or different operation or different application. If we are using hydraulic system in India or in foreign country, so we have to select the different types of hydraulic fluid for different purposes and different requirement. So in this session we will discuss about the different properties of hydraulic fluid, what is requirement and which type of property will be select for hydraulic fluid selection. First property is mass density. These all property you have also studied in your previous semester subjects, as like the fluid mechanics or fluid power engineering. All properties cover. So in oil, hydraulic and pneumatic we will discuss only for general overview of properties of hydraulic fluid. First property is mass density. Mass of liquid per unit volume. It's called mass density. Means for mass density value of water is 1000. What is meaning of 1000 of kg per meter cube? If we are taking the volume of 1 meter cube, so water content will be 1000 kg. For different fluid, the mass density will be different. It's like the oil or water or air, so mass density will be different for different types of fluid. Second property is weight density. Weight of liquid per unit volume. It's called weight density. For water, its value is 9810 Newton per meter cube. If you are taking the 1 meter cube volume, so the weight of water will be 9810 Newton. So it's called weight density. Weight of different liquid have a different properties, and as per the requirement we have to select the weight density of different hydraulic and pneumatic fluid. Next is specific or relative gravity. It is the ratio of density of liquid to the density of water. If we are talking about the gas, so it is the ratio of density of gas to the density of air. So for specific or relative gravity, we are taking as a reference for liquid water, and for gases we are taking as a reference as a air for specific gravity. And for value of specific gravity for water, its value will be 1. Next properties of hydraulic fluid is compressibility, means ability of fluid to compress. And in hydraulic and pneumatic system we are considering liquid as a incompressible. We cannot compress it. In practically it will be compressed, but we are considering as incompressible. While in pneumatic system, taking as a air or neutral gases, so it will be compressible. So throughout the subject, we will be considered as a liquid as a incompressible and gas as a compressible. Next is viscosity, resistance often by liquid to flow. It is most important property for hydraulic system. If the viscosity will be higher, so our resistance will be higher and output will be lower. If the viscosity is lower, so there will be no comparative output. So according to requirement, viscosity will be stable, not a higher or not a lower. Next is dynamic viscosity. It is the ratio of stress to the shear strain, or we can also say the shear stress per unit rate of shear strain. So it is also important for selections of hydraulic system. And viscosity also increase and decrease according to change in temperature. So we have to maintain the temperatures of our hydraulic fluid. Next property of hydraulic fluid, kinematic viscosity. It is the ratio of dynamic viscosity to mass density. It is also used for high capacities of hydraulic system. Next one is neutralization number. It is the numbers of milligram of potassium hydroxide required to neutralization 1 gram of oil. What is requirement of neutralization number? Due to the continuously operations of hydraulic system, there will be changes in temperature and pressure. So the properties of hydraulic fluid will be changed. So by neutralizations of properties of hydraulic fluid, we have to require potassium hydroxide for neutralizations of 1 gram of oil. So it is importance of neutralization number for hydraulic oil. Next property is flash point. It is the temperature at which oil gives off momentary flash. Let's take one example. If you operate the hydraulic system for long duration of time, so continuously operation temperature will be increased. If we keep the fire near to the hydraulic system, so it will be momentary fire or continuously fire. So it's called flash point. So flash point of our hydraulic system will be higher as per requirement and as soon as maximum. Next property is fire resistance. It is resist the burning. So fire resistance will be higher for our hydraulic system requirement. Next is oxidation stability. Due to the continuously operations of hydraulic oil, it will be oxide due to the atmospheric condition. So oxidation stability will be remain constant throughout operations of hydraulic system. And it is also, we can say, oxidation is a chemical reaction in which oxygen combined with oil and it affect the properties. So due to the weather condition, it will be oxide. So our hydraulic fluid will be remain in stability. And last properties of hydraulic system is lubricity. It is ability of oil to reduce the friction and wear between the moving component. So due to the continuously operations of our hydraulic and pneumatic system, it will be wear out or there will be friction created. So properties of fluid will be lubricity. So if we can reduce the friction and wear out and increase the life of hydraulic system. Thank you.